Are we live? I think we're live. Oh my god.
Oh my
I
god.
cannot believe it, folks. That was an ultimate fucking thrill ride that we're jumping off of right now. I cannot believe it, Mr. Hovig. Tarkisian, how you doing, sir?
What's going on?
Hello, how you doing, sir?
It's the return of Hovig from New Orleans.
Absolutely. And then we got the Trey Pooper Scooper over here. How you doing, Saito?
I am doing all right. Hopefully, we'll have a better thing than yesterday, because yesterday just kind of fell apart with everything.
Everything technological, everything on both our ends, bandwidth allocation, everything like that, which is fucking absolutely terrible. But the thing is, though, is our boy over here, and yeah, BBM, he's saying, did that WrestleMania stream happen, or was I bugging? No, man, you were not bugging. For some reason, the WrestleMania stream did not happen because of all these issues that we had with our broadcaster program.
Red Robot King, you are fucking right. I did get screwed over last night at WrestleMania.
Wait, you got screwed over last night? Why? How?
Because I didn't, I lost. I lost to Jinder Mahal.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll talk about that later. Because here's the thing, folks, and I want to warn you guys for this. So our show tonight for WWE Raw is going to be kind of short, because after we're done with this, folks, man, it's time for that extravaganza. We are going to go right into WWE WrestleMania 2018. We're going to review that show after we're done with this show. So we're going to turn the stream off and everything after we're done reviewing this, and then just keep it locked on the Midnight Chat Type channel, and you will see WrestleMania's live stream pop up, and you guys can watch that as well. And I really want to see what you guys think about that. So we're going to be talking about lots of WrestleMania stuff. We're going to leave that for then. But for tonight, motherfucker, what a hype-ass Raw. I am fucking feeling awesome. I don't know about you guys. He's about to do some drink. What is that doing? What are you drinking? What are you drinking over there?
Water.
Oh, fuck you.
Yo, listen, I did some drinking yesterday before Mania. Man, my brother-in-law and I went to fucking Bourbon Street. We had a couple of those hand grenade drinks. It was just apparently, from what I was told, the strongest drink in New Orleans. Man, I had 2 of that shit, and I did not feel a fucking buzz. We walked our asses right to the damn Superdome. I don't know what the fuck y'all say in New Orleans, but that shit was just straight up sugar and juice.
Yeah, which, I mean, hey, that's how you get me in there, though, because I don't want nothing to fuck me up. I want to have something tasty. So that's actually glowing advertisement.
Well,
over here, too. What's up?
Well, here's the thing. That drink was delicious. I'm not going to lie. But then the other thing that's scaring me is, like, because he felt the buzz. I was terrified. I'm like, do I drink too goddamn much?
I don't know, but we'll hold that for later on, because I actually want to get through this shit with the quickness and really quick too, because all you guys over here talking. I mean, Red Robot King saying Rusev Day, Page retires, Dan, no more up, down, down. Yes, that shit was sad as fuck to me. Even Rojo Bear saying it kills him inside that she is retiring, and I'm actually surprised with that, because I didn't think people cared so much. I remember me complaining a lot about Absolution, and Trey, do you remember you also complaining about this, or am I just imagining shit in my head?
No, I was one of the main ones complaining about this. That actually caught me off guard that they even acknowledged everything. I was just like, wow, they really going all out with this. I did not expect that at all tonight. I expected it to be a normal Absolution gets the victory, then they do this little like celebration they do, then there'll be another bad Sasha Bailey segment. But no, they did something that just caught me off guard.
It could have easily been a bad segment for that. And by the way, happy Hovig Day. I don't know if you're doing that on purpose, but yes, happy Hovig Day once again. And then the one thing too about Mr. Happy Hovig Day is this a happy day for you now that Paige is gone? I mean, I know you kind of hated the Absolution thing as well alongside me.
I didn't really hate it. It's just I hated the fact that they weren't doing fuck all with them.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's great that they had their own stable. I was even with it as fuck when they first started. I think it was like, the night after Survivor Series, I think.
I think it was, and yes.
And I was so with it, but then they just kept making them do the same goddamn thing over and over and over again. So at that point, it's not that I hated Absolution. I just started caring less about Absolution. But it was very sad to see Wifey forced to retire.
Man, Wifey, I mean, I think that should be her name, because she's everybody's fucking wifey. I think that's where the joke came in from Red Robot King. Is like, yeah, no more up, down, down. No, she'll find her fucking way. Over here, Red Robot King and Trey's boyfriend lost to the Dead Man last night. We'll talk about that sometime later on. But Rojo Bear saying, I'm happy that Ember Moon is on the main roster. I am not happy that Ember Moon is on the main roster. Trey, what do you feel about Ember Moon debuting tonight?
Man, I'm actually surprised by that only because I thought the feud between her and Shanna Baszler isn't over, which I'm sure we'll do like a small takeover review later on. But I did not expect her to be the tag team partner for Nia Nia, because somebody want to correct me when I say Nia. But anyway, I just didn't think that was gonna happen because I was just like I was thinking, okay, Nets NXT. Not the following one, because normally they do a match that did not get shown on Saturday, but the following that they were gonna like follow up with like another promo with Shayna standing on top, and then Ember Moon and her will be going at it. And that might still happen because WWE likes to do this thing where NXT stars have unfinished business, I let them finish that unfinished business. So, but I did not think she was gonna come out tonight.
Yeah, over here too, we got some more comments about some of the things on the show here. Looney Tunes saying, yeah, Max, my boy, my little rat and rock son, my seaman. He says he was sad because me and Braun had to give the tag team titles, me and little Nicholas. Or me and Braun, me being little Nicholas. The thing is, though, I actually missed that segment. And granted, we're on the topic of talking about debuts and returns. This was a debut and a return to an extent. I guess we can talk about this somewhat. Even though, we'll say it for the Braun Strowman talk, but I do think that was kind of crazy that they, gave that up. I didn't even see most of that part. I'm just getting that news from you, the YouTube chat right now. And this is something, this one I'm kind of building up towards with these comments. Joe, and Bobby Lashley is the new Batista. Just shows up for a minute and then bounces. I don't think that's going to be the case because Bobby Lashley... Dude, Bobby Lashley is a hard fucking worker, man. He was doing anything that TNA wanted him to do for so very long. Him and Drew Galloway, aka McIntyre, they did so many great things at TNA for the longest time, like last year, etc. So Trey, I mean, are you excited to see Bobby Lashley here, or do you feel like this is going to be like Brock Lesnar, the African version? You know what I mean? Like, what do you feel?
Man,
like this is gonna be?
I will say this: I did not expect to see Bobby Lashley tonight. I was just like, "What?" Because I'm more than 100% sure he still has some business to do in TNA. Because I thought it was gonna be one of those things where, like, kind of like with EC3, he's gonna finish whatever he had to do in TNA, and then boom, like. He appeared in WWE. But no, like, Bobby Lashley appeared tonight. I was just like, what the hell is going on tonight? Like, because the past Raw After Wrestlemania have been trash, but then they really brought up the guns. I can't wait to see what Bobby Lashley does and whatnot. I mean, I think he's going to do a mid-card stuff first. I do not see him going for the heavyweight title automatically, especially with the whole out of nowhere Brock Lesnar re-signing in WWE and going against Roman Reigns. I don't see him going for that title just yet, but hopefully we'll see some awesome mid-card feuds. So.
Yeah, and I love, like, by the way, too, the athleticism for a big guy. Big guys nowadays don't have as great athleticism, like being able to, like, keep their core tight and do cool shit like this. Last time I saw somebody do something like this was actually fucking British Bulldog. You know what I mean? Like, he was like the guy who used to do the show all the time. Billy Gunn did it a couple times too, but most guys are not athletic enough to do something like this. It was cool to see Bobby Lashley do this. It's cool to see somebody that moves as fast as Brock Lesnar, but, can actually talk a little bit. I liked his theme song. His look, very basic, very cool. Doesn't have to be really flashy or anything. The thing with him just destroying Elias, I thought was pretty funny. But Hovig, I'm gonna go and ask you now, man. Like, what do you feel about Bobby Lashley coming back tonight, and what do you feel about Bobby Lashley looking into the future a little bit?
I thought it was a surprise, Bobby Lashley. Bobby Lashley coming back because I mean it's been like whispered and rumored for like quite some time. Around the time when both he and EC3 left, and I mean even EC3 showing up in NXT was a shock. But Bobby Lashley, I was like shit, and I was with Trey too because I was like, didn't he have other shit to go on during fucking TNA or something? Oh, by the way, Kurt Angle with that damn TNA joke that had me out of my chair.
That was hilarious.
I laughed.
Oh, that had me out of my chair so hard.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
But I'm actually really excited to see what Bobby Lashley is going to end up doing because, I mean, like Trey said, like I actually do see him like probably like jobbing a little bit here and there and do it.
Jobbing?
No, like with jobbers, like fucking.
Oh,
people.
okay.
No, not him jobbing. Holy shit.
Okay,
no.
so you see him squashing basically. What
yes, squashing. But I could totally see him eventually getting up to the main event card, probably within like a year or so.
Yeah, no, I feel so too. I mean, that's something that's gonna be really, really cool. That I hope he does sometime soon. And I do think that at some point we're gonna see him doing something with fucking Brock Lesnar. I think that needs to be happening ASAP.
That
You know what I mean?
would be fucking dope. I'm not gonna lie.
Looking back over here too, Red Robert King saying no more Paige sex tapes, damn it. BBM saying Paige is basically the Rosita of wrestling, just like Rosita is in Walking Dead. And yes, I actually see the correlation to that. Shark saying happy hoping day catch this hammer.
look at Elias's face. He's like, shit.
Oh, okay, yeah. By the way, the Hangouts doesn't work as well. It's probably stuck on Elias's face.
Yeah. The Hangouts is fucked up on my end, but it's like paused right where Lashley's looking at Elias, and Elias looks like shit.
Yeah. Well, yeah. And one thing just to help out as far as like when we do the shows and everything, we won't mention too much of what's happening. I gotta just give you guys a rabbit link so you guys can actually see what I'm actually showing, because that was a while ago.
Yeah.
But, it's just we had the worst luck with technological issues, people. I'm sorry, it is the internet. But yeah, like looking over here too. I don't know why. What the fuck? Red Robert King says, "Bro, Nicholas looks like a girl." I don't see the same thing there, but we'll talk about that when we get to the bro part.
I don't think you. I think you meant the other Nicholas.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't think he looks like a girl. Like, yeah.
Dude, I thought that was someone's niece last night at Mania. I was like, that's got to be someone's niece. And they're like, name is Nicholas. I was like, oh, shit.
Well, actually, no. You do know that he's the son of the referee, apparently.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, which, that's fucking crazy. Maybe there'll be a storyline in 10 years. But yeah, and then, it's kind of cool because BBM, I mean, he's not a huge, I put the wrong thing up. BBM's not really the biggest wrestling fan, at least that's just what I'm assuming BBM. And I guess he started watching, or was watching around the time where ECW was around. He says he liked him as ECW champion. Yeah, I liked Bobby Lashley a lot as ECW champion as well. But Trey, like, did you watch the ECW at all when that was around, the WWE version of it?
Yeah, I did. And that's one of the main things I thought they were going to bring up. His reign as ECW champion. I'm surprised they didn't really jump into that, honestly. But I thought his reign as ECW champion was pretty awesome until Vince McMahon if I remember correctly, Vince McMahon beat him for the title to kind of rope in the death of ECW. That cracked me up so hard. But hopefully we'll see none of that stuff with him being back in the WWE.
Yeah, now one thing, speaking of being back in the WWE that we had to talk about is this fucking boring son of a bitch over here, Samoa Joe. Now, Samoa Joe, here's the thing with Samoa Joe, guys. I'm not a big fan of Samoa Joe. I hate his theme song. I hate how he continues talking the shit he does. What's up?
Oh, really? We never knew.
Yeah. Well, no, I mean, hey, like, people probably don't watch it all the fucking time. Just, a little context is probably good. It's basic storytelling of anything.
Okay, guys. All right, to make it more in-depth. Nick doesn't not like Samoa Joe. He fucking hates Samoa Joe.
Yeah, well, for his WWE Samoa Joe, because TNA Samoa Joe is incredible. Probably one of the best things about TNA. Samoa Joe is carrying TNA on his fucking back. You know what I mean? And I don't know if you watched Samoa Joe back then, Hovig.
Of course. Yeah. He was a fucking man. Talk about a fucking Samoan bulldozer.
Oh, and the amazing matches though too, like him with Abyss, him and AJ Styles, him and fucking. The Bobby Roode. Even later at the end when he was with MVP, Kenny Keane, and fucking
their version of the Authority.
Basically, yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's basically what it was. But he had great matches back then too, even against Eric Young and shit, which I'm really curious to see if Sandy's going to show up on WWE at some point. Somebody actually in the chat mentioned that they want Sandy to go to SmackDown. But looking at this, man, I mean, this promo wasn't the worst promo ever. I'm not going to talk shit about the promo. I think Roman Reigns did a pretty good promo too, where he kind of did a shoot. But it was like kind of like a little nod to all the marks and everything, and everybody was like, oh yeah, I know what's happening behind the fucking scenes. And I thought that was pretty cool, but at the same time too, I feel that Samoa Joe was able to kind of ring her right back into storyline mode, right back into the kayfabe. And I love it when they actually say, you know what, we're going to prioritize the kayfabe, but leave the shooting in there, so at least the fucking super nerdy fans feel like they're part of the behind the scenes stuff. So yeah, like promo-wise, did you like that at all, Hobie?
Yeah, I enjoyed it today, actually. And it was so satisfying to see Roman just come out, like, all broken. And then I loved how Samoa Joe
evil motherfucker.
Hey, listen. But, and it was also, like you said, it was also great when Samoa Joe came out saying he's some shit about Brock Lesnar exposing him. You've been saying for how long how you're going to beat Brock Lesnar, and then he exposed you last night. I was like, oh, shit. It's like I really enjoyed the promo today. It was actually very enjoyable.
Yeah, and I'm going to ask about that too, Trey, but while you give your opinion on Samoa Joe, I'm going to ask your opinion on this too. Authors of Pain. Trey, what did you feel about the Authors of Pain debut tonight alongside the Samoa Joe promo?
Autos of Pain, it was about time. I'll be honest with you because honestly, they did everything they needed to do in NXT.
For
Even
real.
when they were in the match last night, not last night, Saturday night at Takeover, they weren't really the shining stars in that match. It was mostly Pete Dunne and Roderick Strong in the Undisputed Era. Well, at least one half of the Undisputed Era since they knocked out Adam Cole in the beginning. But other than that, they didn't really shine. So it was about time for them to come to the main roster. I just hope, for the love of God, but it's always a scary thing with NXT come ups that they be able to make themselves relevant because God, man, there's such a repeated thing of superstars I would always care about at NXT and they turn out being trash on the main roster. So I'm hoping that is not the case with this. And as for the Samoa Joe promo, this was probably the best promo he's cut on WWE television to this day. He hit all the right notes tonight. Normally his promos haven't been that great. And tonight, it really was. He hit Roman where he needed to get hit, and hopefully it ends up being an amazing match between the two eventually.
Now, people are replying to me in the chat, since we're on Samoa Joe, saying, boring, like you, Nick, fuck you, like I'm a fucking asshole. But no, I'm not the biggest fan about Samoa Joe because, and this is a great reason why I bring this up right next to each other, is I think Authors Pain do what Samoa Joe should do. Samoa Joe's a big fucking guy. He doesn't move as fast as he used to, etc. And plus, the rest holds and the submission moves are not as interesting nowadays because we know how the wrestling, or the timing of these wrestling matches are. So at no point do I think like someone's gonna tap out to a random fucking armbar. Like I know that when a Kakita clutch is fucking locked on, that's when it's over. Not anytime before or after it. And for me, it's like, yeah, that's your big fucking climax as a goddamn sleeper hold, a glorified sleeper hold. Yeah, boring. And on the promo stuff, he's just some ghetto dude that's like, yo, I'm gonna fuck you up, man. Shit. It's like, yeah, fucking my cousin can do that shit, motherfucker. Like, bring something new. But it's realistic, I guess, and he is like an athlete, so that's cool. Bringing up this really quick too, BBM was responding to me saying he watched Raw Attitude Era as a kid but stopped before Cena debuted and restarted when DX came back to 2006. So yeah, I actually kind of stopped around the same time. But speaking of John Cena, this is one debut, or this is one return that didn't happen. Where was John Cena? I feel like with the whole Undertaker thing that happened last night, John Cena should have showed up tonight. Was this bad for you at all, Trey?
No, I'm kind of glad because honestly, after everything, it's one of those things where he got the talk shit, get hit thing, and I can kind of see storyline wise why would he show up after getting his ass kicked from Undertaker. I mean, is it making him less of a man of that from that? Yes, I will say that, but I think it would have been kind of awkward if he would have showed up tonight, in my opinion. So seeing that he did everything he was supposed to do to get Undertaker out, and he got it, and he got squashed. So I wasn't really too mad about him showing up.
Okay.
I mean, not showing up. No.
Now, same question, but for a different character to a different person. My boy Hovik, I know your love, the love of your life, is the Undertaker. Were you a little upset that Undertaker didn't show up tonight, or do you think, you know what, made sense, don't really need him?
I never expect the Undertaker to show up tonight after WrestleMania.
Really? Okay. And I kind of agree with you, honestly.
Yeah, because especially like for the past I don't know 6 to 8 years, when he normally when he's been part time, like doing just shows up and just does his thing. I think the last time I remember seeing the Undertaker on the Raw after WrestleMania was after HBK Taker 2. When Shawn Michaels was retiring and the Taker just came out, nodded his head, and then went away. He might have showed up. Actually, no. The last time I remember was WrestleMania 29, the Monday Night Raw after WrestleMania 29. That was the last time he showed up on the Monday Night Raw after, and that was only because he was dedicating his win to Paul Bearer.
That's true. Yeah, and it was something subtle. It wasn't storyline building. It wasn't some kind of story.
He came out saying that last night's match and that win was dedicated to the memory of Paul Bearer, and then the Shield came out. They wanted to fuck with him, and then Team Hell No came out and helped out Taker. So
exactly. Yeah, so I mean, I agree with you that maybe we shouldn't be expecting him to show up in a night like this because there's really nothing else for him to do. Especially John Cena's not going to be there as well, and good lord, we know that we do not need any more fucking John Cena promos, especially regarding fucking Undertaker. But then again, we got tomorrow night, and hopefully they have enough stuff to plan to even somewhat combatant fucking Raw because something needs to happen tomorrow night. Now, we're all talking good shit. Everything that we've said has pretty much been, I would say, positive, right? I gotta say though, I did fucking not like the No Way Jose debut.
Yeah,
Yikes. Fucking yikes.
yeah, I agree.
This shit.
I agree too.
Was this not the same fucking? And by the way, this is just a random time.
Adam fucking Rose.
Thank you.
Yep,
God,
Adam Rose Part 2. Adam, that's exactly what I thought, because anybody that's watched NXT knows, for the most part, he's never had people come out with him doing this whole No Way Jose thing. And just for them to do that, I'm like, they're really trying to do this Adam Rose thing again. Like, it's like one of those things like, have you learned your lesson yet, old man? This shit doesn't work. It didn't work for Adam Rose. Why would it work for No Way Jose?
Yeah, and what does that do? Like, I mean, we see Adam Rose over here, and he is this goofy, like, party guy character. I'm showing Adam Rose. And tonight you see Noe Jose does that. Well, the Noe Jose has a little bit more to him than just partying with people. He's a party animal himself. He's a goofy guy. He could be funny. He's charismatic. Adam Rose is not charismatic. If you guys remember, Adam Rose was a psycho character named Leo Kruger back in the early 2012, 2013 NXT days. He needed to have like people around him and a party feel. Noe Jose is actually that character. You know what I mean? Like, Noe Jose does not need all that bullshit. And I'm sorry, but it fucking bothered the shit out of me, especially getting a win so fast too. Like, so we're gonna, just because he's NXT, he's gonna get a shit ton of wins now. Maybe Noe Jose is gonna be undefeated for a couple months or something. Like, fuck that. Stop making NXT guys go over everybody, because then when you have somebody who, you know, like, actually is amazing, he's not doing anything more better than any other NXT debut has done. I mean, everyone's right back now for some fucking reason, and I don't know why they has to be that way. You know what I mean? Like, don't you find it kind of annoying though, like how every NXT person is undefeated for so long and they just start whooping ass right away? Does that bother you, Hovig, or not really?
It gets a little redundant, but at the same time, we also watch these guys blossom on NXT, and the last thing we want is them to get squashed as soon as they get onto the main roster. So it's like a win-lose situation. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, yeah, I mean, I don't want them undefeated neither, but I also don't want them to like get their asses whooped either. You know?
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, like, he has a different design, and I mean, the people are into it. His entrance is I actually fucking hate this dude. I hate him in NXT as well. But I mean, yeah, I can't say that people are not reacting to him. I mean, it is working to an extent, but for how long? I mean, Trey. Yeah, Oh, go ahead, Trovo.
I was never even a big fan of Noe Jose and NXT anyway, but man, they done put him through that Adam Rose bullshit. I even said that. I'm sitting there watching. I was like, what the fuck is this Adam Rose shit going on now? Like, are they serious?
Yeah. And one big question I have, and I know we kind of already brought her up for a second, but I gotta just bring it up one more time because I'm so happy to even see her on. And I know it's gonna go down the shitter, but it is what it is. Our girl Trey, Ember Moon.
Woo,
do you feel like she's going to beat Asuka's winning streak? Like, you know, her WWE on screen winning streak.
Did you not watch WrestleMania?
No. I know what Nick meant. Like, he made like on like Raw and everything. Like, WrestleMania, of course, is a thing, but he means like on TV, like, you know, live action and stuff like that. And honestly, I don't see Ember ever.
Because I'm not saying Asuka's still undefeated. I'm saying basically like Asuka won a certain amount of matches. Is Ember Moon going to last as long? Or is she going to? Gotcha. And numbers are not the best with you, I know. So, but I
mean, it's not the numbers. I was like, wait a minute, what?
But Trey, yeah, like, what were you saying, though, Trey?
Oh, I just think I don't see that happening at all. I really don't, and I'd rather not see that, because one thing I'm happy about Asuka losing is that she can stand on her own, and Ember Moon doesn't need anything to stand use that to stand on her own, because the thing is, even with NXT on Shayna Baszler, that whole promo she did with Shayna was probably one of the best things I've seen from her, and I wasn't even really excited or into that feud. So it was a different Ember Moon that wanted to fight and wanted to keep the NXT title, and I would love to see more of that on the main roster. Of course, we're not going to see that, because anybody who comes from NXT in the main roster, they get pretty mediocre, but I'm hoping that we get to see that different side of Ember Moon we saw doing that feud here in the main roster.
Now, here's the thing I'm scared of really quick. I just got to bring something up. Hopefully I can find a picture. Okay, well, I can't. But, so, I know it's kind of random. People are like, yeah, what the fuck? Can you say what you're going to say? I'm just looking for a way to show you guys what I'm talking about. I guess I'll just show this random-ass picture. But, Battle Royal last night. women's battle royal from WrestleMania. Naomi won, and I think you know where I'm going with this. Ember Moon, she just debuted. I'd be so fucking mad. I know it's gonna happen, but racist WWE. How long until we have Naomi versus Ember Moon? Because for some reason they decide to push Naomi. All of a sudden, Ember Moon's on the show. I don't know what's gonna happen. Trey, do you feel like Naomi's gonna fight Ember Moon at some point, or do you feel like Ember Moon's just gonna squash everybody?
I guess we'll have to see when the Superstar Shakeup happens, because we know that's going to be coming here pretty soon. Kurt Angle even brought it up, so it's just kind of like, we'll see. You know, I mean, I don't want to see it. I'll be honest with you, I do not want to see that match because it's not going to be an interesting match. Because I feel like it's going to be one of those things where Ember Moon would beat Naomi in an actual match, but we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. And man, she has chemistry with everybody. Her and Alexa Bliss were so fucking good tonight. Like, God, I'm so glad to see Ember Moon here. But at the same time, it's just countdown and when the shit goes down to poo-poo. But for what it is now, fucking incredible. So happy. Couldn't be happier. But now we get down to some confusion shit and why I'm not getting happy. We're getting the poo-poo-ness from SmackDown onto Raw, and it didn't make sense to me with the way they did it. But Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens, Trey, what did you feel about them coming onto Raw and then them having to go against each other to see who's going to stay on the roster?
Like Hovik said, I did love the TNA joke Kurt Angle did on them both. That caught me off guard. That was so out of nowhere. I didn't expect that joke at all. But as for the overall match, I knew they're gonna pull some bullcrap. I knew they're gonna pull some kind of bullcrap way for them to work it to their advantage or not work it to their advantage, and it was just kind of, you know, it was whatever for the most part. So.
I mean, I will say it was a good match. You know what I mean? I mean, it's nice to have some good matches and everything. I know you can't see shit there because, you know, parodying wrestling matches is not so easy nowadays. But, yeah, man, like, I had a good time with it. Hovik, what are you feeling about Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn potentially being on Raw?
I mean, it'd be cool because, I mean, weren't they originally on Raw anyway?
Yeah.
So, I mean, there's really not much else they could do on SmackDown. So if they ended up going to Raw, I mean, it would be kind of like a reset for them. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So I'm really not totally against them going to Raw at any moment. So
do you think these guys need to have a face general manager to go up against as far as storyline go, or do you think that, yeah, this might actually work, them going against like a Kurt Angle and, you know, or not Kurt Angle, but with them having like a Stephanie behind them or something? Like, you think it works with a better heel GM or a face GM?
It works better with the heel.
Okay. Yeah, so we'll see what happens, though, man. I mean, I like these guys' chemistry. Obviously, they have tons of chemistry because they're best friends in real life. I just don't want this to be another, like, wannabe, you know, Owens and Jericho, and then it's like, oh, friendship of whatever the fuck. And then...
You know, the funny thing is, like, I even said this last week on our podcast, like, for, like, the go-home shows for WrestleMania. And that was one of the things about the whole Alexa Bliss versus Nia Jax at WrestleMania that I did not care for or I couldn't take seriously is because of their friendship. Not only that, it just felt like, to me, it's like it made no sense for them to put Alexa Bliss and Nia Jax together at all because, as you could tell, what happened. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, for some reason, Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn are the best of friends as well, but then their feuds have been great in NXT, and that them teaming up now has been fucking phenomenal on the main roster. It's like I don't understand it. It's like they have better chemistry, you know, all in all, than to me that Nia Jax and Alexa Bliss did. And I don't know if that's anybody else, but that's just me.
No, I kind of agree with you in that sense too. But yeah, I think it just comes down to the talent of the actual wrestlers that are involved. I think that Alexa Bliss, Nia Jax, they want to be tongue-in-cheek with it. They want to be kind of cutesy, and it's writers too. It's the writers are just like, I don't want to make this extreme. Because I gotta tell you, that fat shit was so fucking lazy. Like, I cannot. It really hurts that WrestleMania, the biggest mecca of the fucking year, and they do that promo of like this big, like, it's for the championship, fuck yeah. And then we do the flashbacks. It's like, she's so fat, she's like blubber. And I'm like, really? This is your almost main event of the fucking evening, and it's a fat joke? Go fuck yourself. Like, that pissed me the fuck off. But I'm glad Nia Jax won, though. You know, but I mean, we'll talk about that more, I guess, later on. Now.
Yeah. We'll talk about during WrestleMania talk.
Absolutely. But Trey, for you though, man, with this whole Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn thing, like, yeah, like, are you digging what they did tonight? Or I think I already asked you that actually. Did I?
You did, yeah, you did,
So,
and I did for the most part. It was just kind of whatever at the same time.
yeah, I just
So.
don't want to leave anybody hanging or whatever. But yeah, and the thing that kind of bothers me, and I guess I meant to ask myself, but like, the thing that kind of bothers me with the whole situation is just like, yeah, I just don't want, and I know I said this in a way with the whole Festival of Friendship thing, but at the same time too, it's like if they become too friendly and they go back into the tag team mode of things like that, it's going to get lost in this fucking atmosphere of comedy that's going on with not only Sheamus and Cesaro and them being like, we are the bar and we're gonna, like, you know, be silly and make jokes and fucking whatever. Like, they're trying to be like New Day for some reason. But the biggest thing that they're gonna be doing that's gonna be in the realm of comedy that I fucking hate is Braun Strowman. I cannot stand fucking Braun Strowman. Why are you relinquishing the titles? Why did you not have Rey Mysterio debut last night? Or, man, wouldn't it be so great if Samoa Joe came out at WrestleMania and this would be a huge highlight for WrestleMania for fucking all times later on? Or No Way Jose. Imagine Braun Strowman and No Way Jose. That would be hilarious if it happened at WrestleMania. And just having Braun look at all the dancers like, what the fuck? You know, like something actually kind of funny but makes sense. Nope, just get rid of the belts. Just strip Cesaro and Sheamus of the fucking belts. Which, by the way, last year, the Hardys robbed everybody in that fucking ladder match. Why does the Raw titles get fucked all the time? Like, that drives me fucking crazy. But, like, you, Trey, what'd you feel about the Braun Strowman relinquishing the belts today, and how are you feeling about the tag team division in general?
I'm a little disappointed. I mean, not that I expected the whole Nicholas thing to, be a whole, like, thing for the WWE for the most part. I was kind of hoping like it would be some kind of thing where Braun Strowman just keeps picking random people to be his tag team partner or something along those lines. But I didn't expect him to relinquish the title, so it was kind of weird for me to actually see that. But I guess it's because I dream booked it a little bit. Overall, though, this would be a good time for Raw to show off the tag team division because I've always stood here and said that SmackDown had the best tag team division. I still believe in that, even with the appearances from the Authors of Pain and the Revival and all that tonight. So I just feel like this is a good chance for them to show it off. So
Now, Hovik, are you sick of your fucking boy Braun Strowman yet, goddammit?
No, because I love exactly what's going on.
I hate you so much.
I know you do.
I just can't stand you. I fucking look at him. But fuck this kid. I'm sorry, man. That kid can go fuck himself. The whole thing too of
The
like
kid didn't do that goddamn thing, but
a fucking spot from WrestleMania from somebody. People bust their ass all fucking like for decades to get to this point. This little kid, fucking just they got a belt. Like fuck you, just because you're a referee's son. What referee, by the way? Fuck, stupid. I hate it. I hate it so much. It's a tag titles and it's WrestleMania. You can't tell me you couldn't fit any other tag teams in that situation. Can't Braun Strowman just beat up the Battle Royal? Like, fuck, stupid. Like, this is one of those situations where the show was so fucking good, just like, and we'll talk about WrestleMania in a little bit, but, you know, the whole show was so fucking good, and this is like the big stinker that I can't fucking not look at. It smells so bad, everything stinks. At least a little bit. Fucking makes me mad. So I'll use that to go into our overall rating. My overall rating is a 4 out of 5. Once again, damn near perfect, but shit like that, fucking stupid. Shit like that awful main event. Why was it the most mid-cardest of mid-card fucking matches, the main event, to a show that has Bobby Lashley, Samoa Joe, fucking Ember Moon, fucking all the cool shit you could do, possibly even saying, hey, let's have both Raw and SmackDown on here. There's so many things you could have did, and your big fucking thing was the most boring, no one gives a fuck match of the whole night. Stupid booking. Unbelievably dumb. But the match was good. Every match was phenomenal. I love the promos. Roman Reigns did fucking great. Everything was awesome. But yeah, 4 out of 5 because a couple of things that were so fucking retarded. I can't help but just look at that. Hovig, take it away, sir. What is your rating for Raw tonight?
Yeah, I give it a 4 out of 5 as well. A lot of the action was actually pretty good from whatever I saw, but then a lot of the stuff was also fucking retarded. Like, why in the hell did fucking Authors of Pain need to come out to fucking and squash Rhino and Heath Slater?
Yeah, of all people. Like, I forgot they're a tag team.
You know, the fucked up thing is I'm sitting there and I'm watching, and all of a sudden I see Authors of Pain come out. I was like, oh, shit, that's dope. And then I just started fast forwarding. I even told Rita, I was like, you know what? I don't even have to watch this because I know exactly what's going to – and it's done. As I was fucking fast forwarding, I literally fast forwarded for like 30 seconds. Not even 30 seconds. Like, I fucking fast forward for like 10 seconds and it was done. I was like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
But No Way Jose, don't care for. Ember Moon, yay. What else? Bobby Lashley, I'm stoked that he's back. Brother Nero's back, which is awesome. But let's see where everything goes. It's the start of the new WWE season, apparently. So, 4 out of 5.
Yeah, and one thing too to bring up as well, and maybe we should have brought it up during the show, but like I do feel like this is going to be a new thing. It's not just like one last chance for all the WrestleMania guys to finish, get the revenge or whatever the fuck on the characters. It's like, nope, new shit. We're moving on, And for Raw, I mean, I don't know how SmackDown's going to be, but for Raw, good job. Yes, let's move on. Fucking sweet. Trey, take it away, sir. What was your rating and any closing comments from you?
Yeah, 4 out of 5, all the way down. It was a pretty great Raw after WrestleMania. Thank God, because the past 2 was garbage. I was expecting it to be trash, just like last year's was. It was. I had fun tonight. It was even the NXT premiere. The only thing I didn't care about was No Way Jose. I didn't like that forced that Adam Rose stuff. It would have been way better because I know his gimmick at this point. I mean, I watch NXT, so just for them to add that, I was just like, really? Like we did this party animal thing. We don't need it again. Let's see. I said the Paige thing was too emotional. I did not expect that. Caught me off guard. I'm sad that she's gone, but I did like how she brought up Daniel Bryan and being hope for her to eventually try to come back and stuff like that, and even bringing up Edge that there's life after wrestling. So that was pretty great to hear. The main event left a lot more to be desired, to be honest. I mean, it was cool to see Jeff Hardy again doing the single competitor thing, even though I was hoping for no more words to be his theme song. I'm still hoping for that because that's his best theme song. Yeah. So I can't think of nothing else for the most part. So yeah, 4 out of 5. It was a fun night.
Now, normally we would get into a big old thing where we actually discuss what we're going to be doing for the rest of the week, etc. But the thing is, folks, is our next show is now. We're going to close this out. We're going to say attack the chat, all that good stuff like we typically do, because for people watching the archive, it has to have its own ending and whatnot. But people, I see you guys in this chat right here. I appreciate you guys being in that chat. But this chat will be closed as soon as we move to the next show, which is going to be WrestleMania. And that stream's actually up. You will see it pop up as soon as we start it. Get into that chat so we can still read your comments, because I really want to know what you guys are thinking about that. We're going to be talking about highs of the show, lows of the show, etc. I'll see you in a few minutes, people. With that said, Mr. Trey Pooper Scooper, I don't know why I call you that, by the way. It just rhymes. I mean, does that make sense? But with that said, on that 3 and on that 2 and on that 1, son, attack the mother beefing chat. We'll see y'all in a few minutes. I'll let this song play out. What's happening, man?